Good morning, people of the grid. It is Monday, November the 6th, and it's a cold one here today. Coldest yet, minus 18 degrees Celsius. Wow. Lucky for me, I'm going to spend most of it inside. All right, I got to get, I just worked out again, so it's going good. I almost went every day last week. I only missed the Monday, so I got 4 workouts in last week. This week starting off really good because I got the first one in, so the plan is that it's gonna stick. I need to get nice and healthy for snowboarding so I can do all of my killer epic snowboarding tricks. I don't do a whole lot of tricks, but I do snowboard a lot with the kids, and I gotta keep up and stay ahead of them. So yeah, that requires some muscle buildup. All right, go pick them up and drop them off at school. Woke up bright and early this morning, went and did a workout. Now I gotta go put a morning in here. I'm meeting a friend for lunch. That's where I'm off to now, but I got a pit stop at the condo. We're measuring for carpet, so I just got to let the guy in, get the measure. It'll take 5 minutes, and then I'm off to lunch. I'm taking the frozen Leaf. This morning, I saw minus 18 degrees Celsius. The car's been sitting outside for a couple of days, so it is severely cold soaked. I'm going to take it for a spin. Now the Leaf is pretty much frozen to the ground. It's been sitting here since this snowfall happened, which was about, well, early last week. I ran one heat cycle, and it's a little warm. I'm going to turn it on. We're going to go. You know, this morning when I left with the Leaf, one of the things that happened when it turned on, and I was in a hurry, so I recorded it, and I was just looking at it now. I got this I-key system fault, which when I looked it up, other people have had it. It seems to be tied to a potentially low 12-volt battery. So remember, in the Leaf, there's 2 batteries. There's the big one that pushes the car, the little one that runs all the auxiliary stuff, like the heat and the lights and all that stuff. That 12-volt battery, it can get low, and then you get weirdo messages. I think most likely that's what's happening to me here. Our Leaf is just about 6 years old. In January, it will be 6 years old, and actually older because it sat on Nissan's lot for about 4 or 5 months. So I suspect that the original 12-volt battery, which is the one that we have in there, is probably getting close to needing to be replaced, and that's probably what threw that error. I got the error, I shut down the car, I restarted the car, the error wasn't there, and I haven't seen it since today. So just a note for me, get the battery changed, maybe take it in for a service. I haven't had a service on the Leaf in 2 years, so I think next time I take it in, I will get a service, and I'll get a 12-volt battery replaced. Well, car's running great. It has absolutely no temperature bars, so the battery is at 0 out of I guess 12 temperature bars, but it is running just fine. I'm not going to get full power, but that's okay. It's slippery out, and I don't need full power anyway. I am running. I'm running the heat, and it's blowing warm air. I ran one heat cycle on the car while it was parked outside because I wanted to defrost the windshield a bit and get it slightly warmed up. It's comfortable in here. Outside right now it's minus 14 Celsius. Still really cold outside. It is, yeah, it is seriously cold. But the Leaf is running great. This car is a 2011. We picked it up in 2012. So we had one winter that we started with, and then we ended the winter in 2012, 2013, 14, 15, 16, 2017. This is its, technically its 6th winter, I guess, that it's going into. And, ooh, we just about have 84,000 kilometers. I need another 90 or so to get there. If you're driving an electric car in the winter, which they do just fine, and you can run nice and toasty warm. I'm in here nice and warm now. Don't even need to wear my gloves. Heated steering wheel. You want to follow some simple rules that apply to all EVs. Now, I didn't do it for this one, but it'll give you more range. Make sure that you time it so that your car is still charging or just about done charging by the time you're ready to leave. The act of charging the battery, it actually warms it up a bit. There's a chemical reaction that takes place, the electricity flowing through, it warms the battery, and you'll get more range when you leave. So time it so that the car is pretty much full or close to full by the time you leave. What I do is I'll charge the Leaf, I charge it up to 80%, and then when I'm getting ready in the morning, if I'm taking this car, I'll just use the app to send it to 100. What that does is it starts warming the car up, and then about 15 minutes before I'm going to go, I hit it with a heat cycle so that it can warm up the interior cabin. It warms up the big battery, it warms up the cabin, and you get more range because now it doesn't have to work as hard bringing the cabin up to temperature. It's already at temperature. And then use your seat warmers. Using the seat warmers, the steering wheel warmer, it warms you up and it doesn't use as much power as using the heater, and you'll be nice and comfortable and nice and warm. Now, different EVs handle these settings differently. In the Leaf that we have, it's older, it's 2011, so what I have to do is I have to remember to leave the seat warmer on, and I have to remember to leave the heat on. If I don't, the app won't turn it on for me. In other cars, it might. Like we have a Tesla, it does that there. But in the Leaf, I just remember to leave it on. It's winter, the heat is on all the time in our car anyway, so I don't have to remember to turn it on. The best way to charge or to heat the Leaf battery is to use it. The actual act of driving uses energy out of the battery. That will warm it up, or charge it. So those are the two things that will, guaranteed, those will warm up any EV's battery, and it'll give you more range in the winter. Now for us, for charging the Leaf at home, we have a level 2 charger, a 30 amp 240 volt, which works really, really well. We haven't been using that for over about 2 years now because we're parking the Leaf outside full time. We just trickle charge it. It's very rare that we need to charge it up quicker, so just plugging it into a 110. Today, I'm pretty much going to probably bringing it home empty because I'm going to run heat full blast to stay warm, and I want to actually have it go through that charge process. It warms the battery. So now, I don't think I've shared my personal opinion on what the new Leaf looks like. A lot of other people have, and honestly, I don't really worry about what other people like or don't like about a given car. If it works for me and it works for my family and I like the way it looks, I think that's all you need, right? So don't worry about what other people think. When I first saw this Leaf in 2012 or late 2011, I looked at it and I'm like, I don't know, it looks fine. I could see myself driving it, and we bought it. I've been very, very happy with it. It's not my favorite look in a car, but it's very functional and it's a great car. So with the amount of money it saved us and not having to buy gas, I'm not complaining at all. The new Nissan Leaf, the new one, has some really nice sleek lines to it. I think the shape is getting better. I don't think it's perfect yet. I think there's still some work Nissan could do to even make it look nicer, but it's like 80% of the way there. It looks really, really nice. Much nicer than this one does. This one still works. All right, mission accomplished. I'm just gonna go meet up with Tammy and a friend for lunch. I haven't been driving much, but I've got my first battery temperature bar, so it's recovering nicely. Just driving, that's all it takes. All right, lunch is done. I'm headed home. I just realized the Leaf is telling me that I need to check my tire pressure. So I was in a hurry. I'll get it filled up. Well, that's it, guys. The day is done. Kids are done school. I'm just going to pick up Amelia right now. And I think what we're going to do tonight, I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not. I've got a quick meeting I've got to go to, but we'll probably get the kids on a rock wall. There's one over at the YMCA, and they've got kind of a drop-in night. And since all of our kids have memberships there, I think we're sending them all rock climbing. They love rock climbing. They love climbing anything. It's gotten a little warmer out here. Not much, but a little, and it's enough just to make you feel like this is awesome. Upper?
Yeah!
You going rock climbing?
Yeah!
Rock climbing?
Yeah!
Don't do that on the rock wall.
Yeah!
Tammy and the girls have just left for the rock climbing wall. Ethan's got to study for a test tomorrow, so he's not going, but they are going to pick up 3 of Tammy's friends, so there's going to be like 7 of them in the car, which we have room for and we got seats for, so it's all good. They're going to be there for an hour. I might catch the tail end of their wall climbing. I don't know. I'm going to try. We'll catch up with you guys in a bit. So I had to pit stop at Chapters because my little girl Sammy, she's reading these warrior books. So I got her the next 3 in the series. And because they have a Starbucks here, figured I'd stop at Starbucks as well. Got Tammy one too. Well, hey guys, it is getting close to be the end of our day here. It's 9:30. Just got home. The kids all got back from rock climbing. They loved it. Tammy wasn't allowed to take any pictures, no video. It's just getting really silly, this freedom of information and privacy where you just can't take pictures of your own children. You can't take pictures of your own kids. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm gonna go, if all goes well, Tammy and I will be watching the last 2 episodes of Stranger Things tonight, which means we'll be all caught up to probably all of you guys and done the end of season 2. So far it's going really well. It's a great show. They've done a really good job and they've just leveled it up for season 2. So good job. All right, people of the grid, have a great night. Remember, plug your cars in, charge your battery before you leave in the morning. Our Nissan Leaf is plugged in on trickle charger now. It's doing great, and it's always a fun car to drive. It does great in the winter too. All right, Miker out.